We have no problem in using the Microsoft Access database for small traders, okay, SMEs. Big organizations, those who are processing big data, and they have their head office based in some other countries, and they have branches all over the countries, and also locally in some provinces. They will require a more robust database like Microsoft SQL Server, okay, yeah, which is actually accessible or allowing many people to access it at the same time or concurrent if you want it that way. So this does not change anything. Whatever was qualified for ZRI, it will never change in any way. The interface remains intact. The only difference is that the storing part now will be going to the SQL Server. So this is what we want to demonstrate to you. So when you log in here, yeah, the login remains the same. Nothing changes. Everything remains the same. Okay. So, okay. I'll have my comport there, right? So here I'm going to use, let's say Zambian kwacha there. Everything remains the same. As you can see, I think you are familiar with this kind of interface. It's the same. The same interface we use for access is the same interface which will be used for SQL Server. SQL Server is just a storage, a container. Nothing changes. Okay, except that the container which is called the SQL Server allows many people to access it or to store data in it, whether they are based here in Zambia or they are based outside. So it's up to the owner of the company to decide where to go and put the SQL Server. It can be put within locally or outside Zambia. But at the end of the day, whatever people are processing, whether the database is in Zambia or outside Zambia, it will still be saved there using ODBC technology. That's how it works. So this is just the same like any other international software which are being used, where they use also the server database. It's the same. We decided also to go that way so that the people who have bigger organization can also enjoy using this same thing, because we have realized and the people have complained to say those who are offering the server, they are just too expensive. And in our case, their price is minimal. It's not even maybe 7 times less than what is on the market there. What we want is to promote the local product, okay? So that people can enjoy it and many people can use our product. This is a Zambian product which we are promoting. So that's how it is. So, for example, if you wanted to see, for example, if we have you seen these company details? Okay, there are some company details which are there. You are seeing them here, but they are stored under SQL Server. Now, for argument's sake, let me type in my email address, Nectar Zambia. As you can see, it allows me to type the same thing, Nectar Zambia at Gmail. Okay, gmail.com. All right, there it is. You have seen that email there, nectarzambia@gmail.com. If I say add here, okay, it's added, it's gone. So now, if I go and check under the SQL Server there, okay, where is my SQL Server? SQL Server here. All right, that is the SQL Server which I'm talking about. But here, I have to connect to my SQL Server because SQL Server and my front end, which was done in Access, these are two different programs altogether. This one is a new database, which is SQL Server Express. Those who have already the standard SQL Server, all what we do, we can simply give them the database, simply attach it to their engine there, and they work normally. those who cannot afford the SQL Server, because SQL Server is very expensive, okay? It's not this database where you just buy with small, a few quarters or dollars. No, we are talking of heavy, you know, amount going on there, okay? This currently is going at roughly around the $45,000 SQL Server alone, just this alone. But for those who cannot afford, you can use a download called SQL Server Express. It's a free. It has 10 GB. Okay, when you feel like your data are more or bigger than that, require a bigger container, like, which is maybe in terabytes, then you can scale it to standard, which has some terabytes there. Okay, so as you can see, this one is bigger than Access. Access has only 2 GB. This one has 10 GB, but this one is scalable to standard. So I'll simply connect here, right? All right, so it's connecting to the engine there, right? We wanted to trace and see that email which I typed in there to see whether it's actually there in the SQL Server database. All I need to do, since I've managed to log in there, I'll go to my database called accounting here, right? Then from here, go to the tables, okay? So you view my tables here, which is these tables are exactly the same tables which are in Access, same, except that we copy them and bring them here. Okay, so now we are talking of company details. So we have to look for a table which has the company details, this one here. Then I'll right click it, then edit it, top 200. Okay, I want to see if the Nectar email address is there. Okay, and the other details which are there, like our company name, Nectar Prime Accounting Solutions, blah, 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 all those things. Once we see them, then that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. Okay, so as you can see, this is our company details, Findeco House, Lusaka, which we are seeing there. The email which I'm talking about is this one. Have you seen that you are able to see it here? It has come here. This is what I meant by this SQL Server is simply a container. It doesn't change a single thing whatsoever. This is just a storage part. Okay, yeah. So if you may want, okay, to have a look at it, you are free to call us. But otherwise, this one we cannot give it to these small firms or companies, because this one require people, IT, who are properly trained with the database management. Because this one time, every 3 months, there's some update which comes through the net from Microsoft. It requires updating. Can you imagine if we give it to a person who is not even familiar with anything? How are they going to update it? It's impossible. You require proper IT people to be updating. I'm sure you guys, you know what I'm talking about. Access is permanent. Once you install it, there are no updates. It ends there. That's all. So that's why Access database is more suitable for small organizations. Bigger organizations, those who have IT resources, SQL Server is the best. Yeah. So in this case, I think I've shown you what this thing is. So as you can see here, if you count all these tables, there are 115 which are operating this software. So this software, in short, we are saying, is just equivalent to any kind of accounting package which is available either internationally or locally, because whatever software which is there, they are more likely to use a server. Okay, that's how it is. Yeah, but in our case in Zambia, most of the business which are being conducted, we have too many of small organizations. Therefore, Access database is the best for them, because it also suits with their resources which they have. you cannot give them a SQL Server which require properly trained IT to be updating it. They will not manage. That's why the Access database still remains our flagship. Okay, this one is only meant for those big organizations who might want to use our software. Okay, so I can close it now. I can close my server here. Then after closing my server, what else do I need? Then this one also can be closed. We can close this thing as well. Yeah, so the interface is the same. Nothing changes, as you can see. If I want to see my POS, yeah, it actually works the same way. So it's actually pulling up the data. Okay, there is my POS where you process the receipts. Everything is there. Yeah, so there's no problem here. So I close it here. Yeah, so the big invoice is being processed here as well. If you want to see the big invoice, okay, the form will pop up very soon. Yeah, there it is. Everything is working normally, but linked to the SQL Server. Okay, yeah. So as you can see, everything is just okay. There's nothing, no change whatsoever. Yeah, you click there. Yeah. So those who are doing payroll, they can do their payroll there. You have everything here. Now, the other difference with this one, people are required to file all their documents, accounting document electronically within this database. Okay? So that there will be nothing like, no, we lost some documents, whatever. No, it should not apply. Okay? So how do you file the documents? Or before, for example, if you want to file the document for whatever item, you simply come here. Okay. Now it will not allow me to do that because I have not put the buyer name, but otherwise you file them here. That's where you attach. Okay. So, okay, what else do I need? Okay, even that one, unless I put something there, but I don't want to put anything at the moment. I want to leave the SQL Server a virgin. Okay, so okay, yeah, all right. So no problem. I'll force it to close this form. It's quite stubborn because it want everything to be there. Okay, no problem. So yeah, the accounting part you still maintain these advanced accounting, whatever, everything remains the same. Those who are managing stock, the stocks modules are there. Budgeting, the budgeting is also there. There are salaries, I think I walked you through, they are there. Yeah, project accounting, everything is there, including the tax invoice for projecting is also there. Yeah, this is the project tax invoice as well. Everything is also there. So what else do we need? Hotel module, those who are like these lodges, everything is there. So as long as these people have IT people, if they have IT people and they have scattered the hotels around, they can still use the SQL Server. Yeah, the same interface which is in Access can be used for SQL Server.